Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I just had to push a button and do it again. That's a glitch, internet glitch. That's just the way it is. Just got to deal with it. Can't get too frustrated. Life goes on. I'm going to get my friend Bo. I'll be right back. There you are. Hi, Bo.
Mr. Magic Brad, how are you, buddy?
I'm going without any earbuds or anything today.
Yeah, I was just saying something's a little different. Yeah, you don't have the white cord hanging.
How does it sound?
You sound glorious.
Glorious.
It works. As long as you can hear me, I can hear you.
It does. And I like minimalization as much as possible.
Okay.
So I think that'll work. I've got, today's April Fool's Day, and that's no joke. I saw your post already.
Yes.
Monica did a thing of herself locked inside of an ice, because we went to the ice castle thing, and she posted herself inside of an ice cube.
That's awesome. Yeah. And I haven't historically celebrated April Fool's Day, and I love those that just go flat all out. Just it's a major event for them. I love it. So
I had a friend. He passed away, unfortunately. His name was Franco. He was Franco the magician, and he used to do the Fools Festival on April 1st. And sometimes it was big, sometimes it was small. He just did it because it was his thing, and that it was April Fool's Day. And he used to travel around in a mail truck that was painted up. It said Franco the Flying Sorcerer.
That's cool.
And his mail truck had been every one of the United States, I think, except for Hawaii, of course.
Sure.
I think he never did Alaska, but he even drove it down through into South America.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he was a street performer. He would just drive around and find a bar or nightclub or something and park his truck in the lot and then go in and do some magic tricks for the owner and say, hey, what do you say we do a little show? And he'd do stuff in the parking lot or on the stage. And he's just like a free spirit.
That is awesome. I'm a little envious of that, to be that free, I guess.
It's a totally different life, though. I mean,
totally different life. Yeah, I'm sure I wouldn't trade it out for what I have today. But for a minute, it'd be cool,
Well, I performed in the circus. You know that? Did you know that? You know that?
There it is, another reveal.
2 weeks. I was replacing the ringmaster of all people for the Jose Cole International Circus, which basically was Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Midwest. But we drove up to Bodette and Hibbing and Cambridge and some places over in Wisconsin and set up a little circus.
I'm sure you crushed it. I'm sure you did great as the
ringmaster. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages.
I bet you were awesome.
A quick little story, if anybody cares. I don't know if anybody's here right now. I'm just kind of checking. But
just a couple dudes, you and I, the Jim and I.
What happens is you're the ringmaster, so all lights are dark. You're set up in a hockey arena or something in a local small town in Bodette.
Sure.
And it's all dark, and you're sitting there with the microphone ready to do introduce the next act, Chief Thundercloud or whatever. And there's this a tiger act, a Black Panther.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there on the ring curve, standing up right with my microphone, and I look over to the left, and there's that 4 feet away from me because they wheeled it on his big old.
That's intimidating.
Well, you just don't realize what's going on. But it's pretty freaky.
Yeah.
There and all of a sudden there's there. So I had to introduce these. I don't remember what act it was, but it was fun. It was Chief Thundercloud was a guy that did a tightrope thing, and he used to climb up this tightrope with a balancing thing, and then he'd come sliding down, and he'd come to the bottom, and they had this like a emptied shotgun shell, so he hits the bottom, all of a sudden, boom! Woo! It was a lot of fun. It was cool.
I love it. You got great stories.
It was fun. Yeah.
So what's happening today?
Well, I think I shared a little bit with you in the green room before we came on that I'm going through my third life phase, and I'm going to hire a Tony Robbins coach to get me back on track because I'm not really sure what's going on after the COVID thing brushed away the event industry. It's coming back, but I think I spent enough. I mean, I did event stuff through the 90s and into I'll still do event-related things, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like I still do some magic, but there's a new phase in my life, and I don't know what it is, and I'm going to have someone pull it out of me instead of me trying to figure it out.
I love it. I love it. I think that's awesome. I love you investing in yourself and figuring that out. I think the phrase you used in the green room was kind of a little free fall. And so let's help you land softly and safely.
That's what it feels like. It feels like I jumped out of, or I got pushed out of an airplane with COVID, because I'm like, okay, the event industry. And you saw me, I was doing stuff in affiliate marketing and trying to figure this out, and got my Facebook account taken away, and I lost an AWeber account and a Stripe account. And so I'm free falling. I don't think it's going to be a hard landing. I think it's going to be a trampoline.
I love that. Well done, Magic Brad.
Go back up.
Yes.
So I think maybe this might be the turning point, and I don't know. It feels good.
Well, so at the minimum, it's a bungee jump and not a parachute-free skydive, right? You might spring right on back.
I would prefer to have the trampoline because I don't like being tethered.
There it is. There it is.
I've got a saying that I've never liked to be. The reason I quit MediaMax back in 2012 is I had a mild stroke, which was a shot over the ball, saying, "Hey, I don't want to be in a wheelchair drizzling and
slow down, right?"
Yeah, trying to figure it out. So I said I don't want to be tethered to an office chair and imprisoned in a cubicle. That's just not my thing. So I don't know if I want to be on a bungee cord dangling underneath a bridge, even though I'm safe.
Gotcha. I like you safe. I think a safe Brad is a good Brad. So this is good.
I need to be free. I know I'm real clear that I need financial freedom, which I've got some of. I've got investments that are bringing dividends. And I need to have location freedom. Like I told you, I was doing the driving for Amazon. I don't like it. I don't like punching the clock or having to go to a specific place. It's been interesting, but I need the freedom of being geographically free, time free. We've only got 24 hours in a day. I want to be able to do what I want to do. I don't want to be stuck.
When does the coaching start?
I'm transferring some money right now, so whenever it gets here, then I do that, and then
I love it.
As soon as they assign a coach.
As you go through that process, anything I can do to support you, man, let me know. I'm anxious to see what happens here. It's
very interesting. I know, because I did some Tony Robbins coaching, not officially, but just reading some of his stuff and executing some of his processes. And I shared with you the kinesthetics of, he always does this, live with passion kind of thing,
Yeah.
The kinesthesiology with it, with the psychological element of it. And one of the techniques is called anchoring in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming.
Okay.
And whenever I felt confident, I would do this little squeeze with my thumb. I'd squeeze my thumb like that. And whenever I'm in a situation with it where I didn't feel confident, I squeeze the thumb, the little kinesthesia. And it comes back just like that. The confidence does. It's pretty amazing. So
awesome. All right.
Yeah.
This is good.
Today, right now, this is April Fool's Day, and it's Synergy First Thursdays. And I've got a series of these. You and I are the first of the day here. I've got one happening at 10 o'clock after this, and then 2 o'clock I'm talking with some. I'm doing it by myself. And then at 4 o'clock, we got our friend Cindy Lee that's going to be up. We're going to talk about
that's a great day. I love it. I love it. Well, that's good.
I figure I can lock in, the first Thursday of every month with stuff.
Yeah.
Other than that, I need to be free.
Stay committed to your time. That's good.
Comment. It's our friend Mike Wilkie.
There he is. Mike again. Good morning, Mike. Love to see a viewer. That's awesome. Today, me showing up was never in doubt, which is great because this is our standing appointment, and it's going to it takes a big thing for it to potentially not happen. So, but today's a little different. I'm normally out of my office on Thursdays working on a little strategic planning, vision for the agency, working on personal development, working on outside endeavors. I'm usually out doing that on my Thursday, which is nice, and it helps me recharge my battery and do some things. And our whole team does a 4-day work week, except for Colleen. She does 3. And it helps us keep a little better balance. But this week, Monday, I took out. So I had scheduled an appointment for Monday in the morning. And it was actually over in Egan, bright and early in the morning. So I had to beat traffic and all that. I didn't know how long I was going to be there. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to rush back. So I swapped. for today. But I'm in the office, but still available for this. But yeah, so I had an appointment, and I have a sister of mine who has melanoma. And so we all kind of pay attention to ourselves a little bit. And about 3 years ago, I went and saw a dermatologist, and I had some stuff on my forehead that was like, frozen off, precancer stuff. No problem, took care of it. So I finally said, it's time to go back and get looked at again, So Monday morning, I show up and I see, and it's actually a high school classmate of my sister, so just 1 year older than me, is the dermatologist, the doctor. So I go, and I'm William Young in the real world, and to her and most people, I'm Bo. So when she came in, she didn't expect to see me. She's like, "Oh, it's you," which is cool because she didn't put William Young as me. Anyway, so I got to see her, and now I've got this. Wait to see probably the next couple of weeks, but I've got this topical chemo, if you will, this chemical that I have to put on myself now to burn off some of my challenges. But I'm thankful that my wife said, you need to go get some things looked at, and I'm going to take care of the problem before it's a real problem. You know what I mean? So a little disruptive in my week. It was weird having Monday out, but I still get to meet with Brad on Thursdays, which is awesome.
It is fun. It's a very this is a big thing. I'm trying to figure out how to say this, but this human interaction that you just thought was just a normal thing, go to the mall, see somebody, wave at them. When you don't have that, can you imagine being in solitary confinement?
No, it'd be crushing to me. I wouldn't last long.
I can really see why someone would take a soccer ball and put a face on it and start calling it Wilson.
Yes.
I can see
why.
why.
Yeah, no doubt.
So really, I'm very appreciative that we get to connect like this via Zoom and stuff.
Yeah. And this morning I had a networking referral group. So it's a local networking group. And we had a full group this morning. I had the privilege to present today, and then talked about some myths in the insurance world, some kind of April Fools that people think are real in the insurance world, which is fun. Today is my Hutchinson AmFam anniversary in the agency. I've spent 9 years with this team here, and Tom in our office is 19 years today. So we're 10 years apart in this agency here, and so it's exciting. Like, I mean, it's a different time. Obviously, this last year has been something that's been like nothing else for everybody, and we made it, and we made it with really with flying colors. We're off to a phenomenal start this year. And I contribute some of that to community involvement, to obviously being surrounded by the most incredible team, and some of the follow through and follow up that we do. We generally lead into mailbox power and the fact that we both use that, and that's just. At my presentation this morning, somebody called me out that she just had a surgery, and I just used our system and sent a fixed meniscus survival kit, and she was just blown away.
Not to interrupt, but I just did.
That's okay. No worries.
The mailbox power thing, I'm going to throw that up there because I wanted to share a little bit about that, because I had a couple of friends' birthdays that happened.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about this is it was pre-programmed with this mailbox power system. And for those that don't know, this is my affiliate link. So if you do the /MagicBrad, then you get to work with me on this mailbox thing. But people have been saying stuff. Do you do paid or organic traffic?
Yeah.
And I guess I kind of do paid because I'm using mailbox power. It's paid.
Sure.
But not this internet paid advertising. But what's cool about this is this automatically does this. And I had two people that had birthdays that just happened over this weekend.
Yeah.
I got a phone call from one, and I got another with the picture of the personalized brownies, a little picture.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it?
It just happened, I would say, kind of organically.
Yeah.
Paid. It's a hybrid. Hybrid's a big word of mine now.
And it was another hybrid word. It's automated with personalization. So not just automated and not just personalized. It happened all in the same thing, right? So it was brownies for them. I love it. I love it. You mentioned your affiliate status, right? So that backslashes, and then it's you. That gives them the opportunity to connect with you, right? And you can help. I was on a call on Monday, and somebody really brought this out of all the opportunities that are out there, whether it be side hustles, secondary things, or primary things. Of all of the opportunities that are out there in the marketplace today, this opportunity to be an affiliate for no cost, you just need to maintain what you're already using for spend. is an amazing opportunity when you look at your return on investment. I know that every month, I know what's coming my direction because I'm just using the system and introducing others to it. They don't have inventory. They don't have to have a stock of something. They don't have to worry about somebody reacting to some type of a potion or lotion. There's nothing to it other than helping spread goodness, right? And your return on investment is crazy when you have a few people that see the value of a system like this. And somebody really point out like the percentages of what this is. Most people that if they do an investment, they can get 10%, they've done well. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is so far beyond that.
Well, I do go way far beyond that because it's really not about the money.
Right.
Like mailbox power, I don't even remember what the expense is, but I know it's less than my cell phone.
Right.
I don't get the return on my cell phone. I'm an affiliate with Verizon.
Right.
But with this, I use this for my business marketing.
Sure.
And I also use it for just personal kind of stuff. And what's happening is like within the mailbox power community, you see all these posts of people that are actually sending things to each other. So there's nothing to gain financially because they're already using it.
They're already in it. Yeah.
But like, this is the mug you sent me. I use it every single freaking day. I like it. It's warm. I can put my hand on here and put it on my back of my neck. It feels good. And would you share the new one that you've got? It's so cool because you can get creative. The one that
well, so this one was a gift, right? Other insurance sales agents and me. So this was a gift from a family that we know that have used our RV. We used to have an RV rental business, and they used it a few times, and then now they just took it out, came back from a trip, and that was their way of saying thank you. They sent me a mug, other insurance agents and me, and evidently they discovered the fact that I am a pole dancing unicorn and very good at it. And so I love it. It made me laugh yesterday. It made me smile. Yesterday was a good day, and I came home to that box, and it's so perfect. So yeah, but you can make this completely. You can do the exact same thing with this system. You can do the opportunity is endless, right? And so,
what
but to make somebody
realize about it is the print merge capability, so that when you come up with that funny line, and then be able to personalize it with Bo's name, like it could have a little thing that says Bo is with a little arrow going down.
Yeah.
And if you send it to Steve, it would say Steve is. You send it to Mary, it says Mary is.
Yes.
The ability to be able to create something and then personalize it and automate it so it's automagical.
Yeah, automagical. I like that even more than automize. Yeah, automagical.
I like them both.
I saw there was a guy in a forum in the insurance world, and he shared that he just sent over a really nice Yeti, like insulated tumbler or mug or whatever it was to a referral partner, and wanted to say thank you. And he made a point to mention John Ruhlin's giftology concept that basically here's the rule. If you put your brand on it, it's a promotional piece. It's not a thank you anymore.
Right.
And this guy read that and believed that. So he didn't put his logo on. He said, but I know he's going to remember who sent that. Much like your mug that you have. He said, I know that this guy's remember who sent it. It doesn't matter that my message, my logo is not on that. So I had to comment. I saw this in form. I said, you spot on, you nailed it. And the only way you could have done it any different, which may have been a level up, is if you personalize it for him. And that's the value what we can do. You could have sent the exact same, it was a very similar thing, but you could have personalized for him rather than just the Yeti logo. And I don't think enough people are aware that one-off solution exists and that it's easy, that they don't have to buy in bulk, that all of that. And so, yeah,
well, the versatility is very powerful too when you think about implementing graphic into multiple things, because I've got some of the stuff here, the coasters.
Yeah.
You can implement into this, into the mug, the little business card briefcase, books, cards, popcorn, brownies, edibles.
Yeah, and now they recently added luggage tags, which could also be like ID badges and things like that. I just sent a few of those off in this last week. I think they're brilliant. They're so smart. And
I was just thinking, I commented last, I got my Minfia lanyard. They could have utilized luggage tags instead and personalized this more so.
Yeah, I sent off to there's a couple managers that I know pretty well in our company, and I said, you have qualifiers for a trip. We're all going to Orlando, the qualifiers this summer. And I said, there's a unique way to, send a congratulations with something that they're inevitably going to use. They're going to put it on, they need a luggage tag. Now we send these really like fluorescent colored things so that the company knows what bags are ours and all that. But that's temporary. Nobody wants to leave that on this little paper thing that starts to break down. Mm-hmm. We all take them off after the trip, right? But to have one that's been personalized for you that you can keep on there forever, or it's a laptop bag or whatever, right. It's so smart. And it's a really nice
happen if they're going to be going to the airport after the conference, maybe a year later, and someone's going to go, "Hey, you were at the Orlando thing last year. I remember."
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
On that relationship thing. It's very cool. It's very exciting.
What are you grateful for today, Brad?
I have to say you and me.
You and me. The Gemini duo.
Myself, because I have had this this Tony Robbins thing has kind of given me a new, I don't know, vision, hope, possibility. Even though I have no idea what it is, I'm still in the free fall. Don't know where it's going to land. I just hope there's a trampoline down there. I think there is. I hope it's the only weekly human interaction other than my wife and, well, my dog is kind of human.
Sure. Yeah.
We don't get a lot of that. I mean, it's weird. The vibe right now with, okay, everybody's getting vaccinated, it's going to be good, but it's still not the same. People still do this when they're walking by each other,
the handshakes are gone. There might be a little elbow thing. It's just a different space. It is. You're very hesitant to hug, and I'm a hugger. All that. Well, I'll tell you, I'm obviously grateful for you. I'm grateful. My update on my dad is that he left he went to the rehab unit again. He's back. The team down there was really grateful to see him back. And so now our hope is 7 to 14 more days of consistent progress so we can go home. It's day 42, I think, today, consistently in the hospital. And so he's ready to go home. And that doesn't count the first, I think it was 10, 12, 14 days from in the end of December into January. So it's a lot of time in a hospital. He is ready to return to his bed. So I'm thankful for that. Obviously, I'm thankful for my career and the fact that I'm still with this company, and Hutchinson, my community that I'm in, has embraced our family and supported us in all of our endeavors and journeys. So a lot to be thankful for. And I'm thankful that the progress on my home continues. Yesterday, these guys had to lift a very large window out to reflash it and do some things. And I have video of it. I'll have to share it with you, but I can't, like, you sweat watching this. They move this 12-foot window and they're moving onto kind of old scaffolding and but progress is being made, and that's good.
Because you've probably seen those YouTube videos where somebody slips and
I can't watch a lot of those. You look like people are going to fold their back over and break their neck. And some people love watching that. I turn away. It's horrible. So
I watch it for a while, but then you get this feeling that kind of goes up through the bottom of your stomach, and it's like, I can't watch that anymore because I know
Right. Well, enjoy the rest of the day. I'm looking forward. I have multiple appointments my day today as well, and I love that. I love the opportunity to close gaps and save money and do all those things. So,
okie dokie, Smokey. I'll pop you in the green room and sign this one off. This has been fun again.
Sounds good, man. Have a great day.
Well, there we are with my friend Bo. I'm going to close this off, and we've gone for 23 minutes. We try and keep these condensed so that you can consume them, if you will. And if you would, please go ahead and share this out to the world. That helps us, helps the algorithms and all that kind of stuff. And let's connect. Okay. Peace, love, and happiness. Magic Brad saying goodbye. Be good.